Yo, what up, guys? How you all doing? So a member of my community had asked that I share my view. He asked that I chat Matic, okay? That I do an analysis on Matic coin. So this is the analysis, and of course, we'll be paying attention to what is happening now. We'll be paying attention to the current price action in the market. Okay, so I would limit this. I would reduce this zoom. I would reduce the zoom in. Okay. So so that I could get the diagrams very well, so that I could get the price action very well. Okay. So right now we have this. We saw this, okay, coming here and all that and getting to this very level. Okay. So just me looking at this, something stands out, something it's obvious, and because for some time this area has actually served as a resistance until it got to this very point again where it broke above it. But before it did, there was something that it formed. Look at this, just follow me, okay? This thing here, this is called a cup and handle. Okay, this is called a cup and handle chart pattern. Okay, so it's actually formed a cup and handle chart pattern. This is called a cup and handle. Okay, this is the cup, right? It's U-shaped. Then we have the handle. This is the handle. Okay, we have the handle like this. So this is called a cup and handle chart pattern, right? Okay. And the next one. Okay. Yeah, here. So this is called a cup and handle chart pattern. And obviously, when you see a cup and handle chart pattern in any given chart, when you see this kind of chart, when you see a cup and handle, what it means is that it's a sign of bullishness is a sign of bullish continuation. And the right place to buy is actually, when it comes to retest this very support region. Okay, so when you spot this kind of chart pattern in any given chart, it's an indication of a bullish continuation. You see, the coin has actually been going up until it got to this very point where it started consolidating. Okay, it kept on consolidating until it kind of broke above it. And look at the speed, look at the energy it used in going above this current this very resistance, this very line here. This is the resistance. Okay, let me change the color to white so that it doesn't confuse us. Okay, so this very resistance here, look at the speed, the energy it's used in breaking above it to show you that the upward move is very strong. And we know one thing about coins like this, Matic, is that coins like this, they have a very huge community. So you need to be very careful when you're trading such coins, because I think for the past week or so, a lots of positive news, kept on coming out concerning Matic partnership and all that. So these are bullish news. These are bullish information. These are fundamental issues that helped to push this coin to where it currently is. Okay, so this is just the simple chat about it. And then if you still want to, go down a little bit, you could still have something like this. Could still have something like this. Okay, it could still have something like this. Okay, just for you to make sure to fulfill all righteousness, let me put it that way. Okay, when we have this resistance and then this is a support. But looking at this, you can see that the price action before it broke out, it kind of was tilting towards the upper region. So if I was taking this trade, if I was on this trade and I looked at this, look at the amount of space it's left here. Look at the amount of space it left here. It left on the lower side, and then the price action was more on the upper side. So it's just an indication for you to, put your tilt your bias towards the bullish side. Look at the space it left here, and look at where the price action has actually been occurring, showing you that the coming move was going to favor the upper region. Of course, it did, because after formation of this cup and handle chart pattern, it actually broke above it. And nothing market doesn't continue to move in a given direction. Nothing trends all the time. A time will come when this matic will start correcting. So how do we know when it will start correcting? That's the next thing we'll be looking at right now. Okay, so I'm going to reduce this and go to 1 hour chart. This is just 4-hour chart pattern. Okay, this is 4 hourly time frame. So I would reduce this to 1 hour to see what is showing us as well. Okay, switching this to 1 hour. Okay, switching this to 1 hour chart. I would also zoom it as well, so as to cover as much space as possible. Okay, so we have these here. We have these, and I'm going to draw another support because I can see a given support here. So this is actually a support. This is a support. Okay, so this is a support. Okay, like I said, nothing trends all the time. It won't keep going up all the time. A time will come when it will have to correct. So how do we know when this thing will start correcting? How do we know? As I have shown you here, this is actually a support. This is a support. Okay, we've established a support here, and right now you can't go long on this coin until it breaks below this and close under it, close below it. Please understand what I'm saying. Don't go short on this Matic until it breaks below this current support, this very support, and close below it as well. It's not just breaking below it, it equally needs to close below it. Remember, what we are using is 1 hour time frame. That's a 60-minute time frame, which is equivalent to 1 hour. Because if you look at this, see how it's been reacting. Anytime you go there, right, it shot up. Look at it. Anytime it touched this support, it shot up. It touches it, it shuts up. It touches it, it shuts up. So you need to be very, very careful. So not just because it has touched it, because right now you can see that the move is a bit bearish. Okay, so that it touches it, that it comes down to this very place, doesn't give you the reason to go short. No, you need to be very careful. Pay key attention to it. And as you're paying key attention to it, you need to also be on the lookout for any other news that will be coming out from the official handle. These guys have been pushing a lot of lots of positive news, lots of FA have been coming out by concerning this coin, and this is actually what has been pushing it up. And also, like I said, it's a coin that has a very huge community. Personally, when I see this kind of coin and also gauge the community behind it and what they do and all that, I am not always in a haste to go short on it. Okay, even if I want to short, I'll be very, very careful with my risk exposure. I'll be very, very careful with my position sizing and all that, because any positive news can push this very coin up. And people already calling for $1 and all that. Okay, and if another news should come up, there's a tendency of Matic going back to $1. So you need to be very careful. Don't be in a haste to short this coin. Okay, and of course, pay key attention to BTC, because the crypto market generally is being driven by Bitcoin. Whatever Bitcoin does, to an extent, it will distill down on the behavior of other coins. So you need to pay attention to what BTC is doing. So like I said, I'm not, if I was to take this trade, I wouldn't really be shorting it, so to say. I wouldn't be shorting, I wouldn't be longing. Okay, these are the kind of coins that when I look at it, I tend to overlook it and maybe go look for another one that its move is clear to me. The coin has a huge community, and any slight news can push it up. Okay, any slight news can push it up. And also BTC is still in a precarious way, so that leaves you in a very dicey situation of not knowing what to do. So I would leave this coin if I bought a gun under my head. Okay, gun on my head, like I must take this coin. I would just wait to see what happens here. If it comes there and breaks below it, I will short. But if it comes there and I look at the price action and also look at what BTC is doing, and I'm seeing that BTC is actually having a little momentum, of course, I will take a long, but then I need to be very careful with my position sizing and my stop loss. Okay, these things need to be in place. So that's basically everything there is to Matic, and I hope it answers your question. I will see you in the next episode. Answer here. Salute.